Khabib versus Conor, the greatest rivalry in UFC history. This is not just a fight story. This is one of the most intense rivalries the sport has ever witnessed. When you talk about real hatred, deep tension, and global attention, nothing comes close to Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. This rivalry was not built overnight. It slowly grew, fueled by words, actions, and emotions that crossed the line between sport and personal conflict. Conor McGregor, known for his unmatched confidence and psychological warfare, began targeting Khabib. But this time, it wasn't just about fighting, it became about identity, culture, and respect. Khabib was different. He was not loud. He did not respond with insults. He stayed silent, focused, disciplined. But behind that silence, there was intensity. Every word thrown at him was being stored, waiting for the right moment to respond. The tension kept rising. Press conferences became uncomfortable. Face-offs were cold and hostile. There was no sportsmanship between them. This was no longer about selling a fight. This was real. Then came the moment that changed everything. In one of the most shocking incidents in UFC history, Conor attacked a bus carrying Khabib and other fighters. He threw a dolly through the window, shattering glass and injuring people inside. Chaos broke out. Fear spread. The entire MMA world watched in disbelief. This was no longer promotion. This was personal war. Now let's talk about the fighters. Khabib Nurmagomedov was not just a wrestler. He was dominance personified. His grappling was relentless. Once he took someone down, it was like being trapped under a machine that never stopped. He controlled every movement, drained every ounce of energy, and mentally broke his opponents. His pressure was suffocating. Fighters knew what was coming, yet they could do nothing to stop it. Round after round, he imposed his will. His ground control was not just physical, it was psychological. He made opponents feel helpless. He was undefeated, untouched, unbreakable. On the other side stood Conor McGregor, a striker unlike any other. Precision, timing, and confidence combined into one dangerous weapon. His left hand was legendary. It didn't just knock people out, it ended careers. One clean shot was all it took. Conor was fast, sharp, intelligent. He read his opponents like a book. He predicted outcomes, called his shots, and delivered under pressure. He knocked out champions, dominated divisions, and became the biggest star the sport had ever seen. But this fight was different. This was not just striker versus grappler. This was chaos versus control, emotion versus discipline, pride versus pride. Finally, the fight was announced. UFC 229. The entire world stopped to watch. Fans, critics, fighters, everyone knew this was something special. The energy was electric. The tension was unbearable. Fight night arrived. No smiles, no respect, just cold stares. Round one started and Khabib immediately did what he does best. He closed the distance, took Conor down, and began applying pressure. Conor tried to defend, but Khabib's control was too strong. He dominated the round with relentless grappling. Round two was even more shocking. Khabib, known for his wrestling, dropped Conor with a punch. It was unexpected. It was powerful. It proved that Khabib was not limited. He could strike too. After the knockdown, he returned to his ground game and continued the domination. Conor looked frustrated. He looked tired. Round three gave a small glimpse of Conor's skill. He managed to keep the fight standing longer. He landed some shots